When I lost, and I lost 9 people within 3 months. People said, how did you survive that? I don't know. I just got up and walked around, I think. And I went to the doctor, and I was sitting there for my annual checkup, and he said, you know, you're really depressed. It's funny to talk about it now. It wasn't then. Because I lost my mother, my father, my best friend, my daughter-in-law's brother who was only 29. It was just, you know, I kept saying to my staff, let's put lamb's blood over the door. I mean, it got to be crazy. He said, well, you're depressed, so I think I should give you something. I said, depressed? I'm in grief. What are you going to give me for grief? And when you give me something for grief, if you should give me something, what happens when that wears off? Now, I'm not talking about something that is chronic or clinical depression or bipolarism. That's a different thing entirely, but we have to face the things in life, don't we? We can't just numb ourselves to everything. And I don't think there's anything worse than grief of the loss, and especially the loss of a child or spouse or parents, depending on who you love. And then you always get people who tell you, well, it's been 3 months. Are you over it yet? What kind of barbaric thing is that? If you grieve for your whole life, that's all right. But it's funny, you know, and I have people say this to me that come to my reading room and they'll say, they start crying or whatever. And they'll say, I'm so sorry I'm crying. Isn't this a sad society when we can't cry? Isn't this sad? And the other night I was in a restaurant and people were laughing and somebody in the next booth said, keep it down over there. I said, well, now we can't laugh and now we can't cry. So we just are robots, that's all. And they were mean as hell sitting there griping, and they're mad at the other ones because they're laughing. It's jealousy. That was the night I told the group, where was I? San Francisco, that I was in Lions, and somebody walked up to me and said, what are you doing here? I said, well, I'm hungry, I guess. I have to be somewhere. I get that all the time. I'm in the airport. What are you doing here? I don't know. I came down off this really strange white cliff that had crystals, and I just came down with bat wings, and I don't know. I've always said, I'm going to write a book about what things people say to me. So a man walked in one day and he said, I don't know what I expected, but you're not it. Now, I don't care how psychic you are, you don't know where to go with that one. There's nowhere to go with that one. If you're having problems with your heart, you may ask yourself tonight, who broke it? You can say to me all you want, it runs in my family. But you see, that's also a programming. And God love you doctors. But here's what happens. A woman goes in and she tells the doctor that her mother and her sister died of breast cancer. Right away, the doctor's eyebrows shoot up and starts programming the woman into the fact that she's a 70 or 85% candidate for breast cancer. Do you know what that is? That's a negative implant. Now, when this happens, you go for your mammograms, but tell the doctor you were adopted. Because if you don't, you constantly get those stupid red letter cards in the mail. I've seen women come into my office hysterical. Did you get your mammogram? Did you get your cone down? Yes, but the doctor scared me. Forget that. Unplug that. You see, we're taught now to not find anything wrong with anybody. We want to find something wrong with you. Guess why? That's money. Even my doctor said to me, I have something to tell you. And I thought, oh, here we go with this. He said, you have absolutely nothing wrong with you. And he's upset. I said, well, I'll come back next year. Maybe we'll try again.